Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Are we running? Are we good? Yeah, we are. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello, hello, hello. So, first of all, I'm gonna, ooh, okay. Uh, I'm dealing with the new camera, so it's still a little messy. For example, if I stop looking at it, the focus goes all wanky. It's okay. Also, I exaggerated a bit with the lips tonight, and gotta be honest, they look kind of pouty. Mm, I kind of look a little pouty. That's kind of sad. So sad. Why so sad, lady? All right, we are checking. We are good over here. And let's see if we are good over here. Hello? Hello? Hi, Sharina. Okay. Yeah, everything seems to be going great. But it always does until it doesn't. So, all right. Let me introduce you. I got my wine. Oh, there we go. There we go with the focus. With the focus messing up. That's because it's an auto, which I should change, but I need someone to come sit in my seat to do that, and no one sits in my seat. It's mine. Uh, every stream I feel like I'm, oh, okay, we're getting blurry. All right. Every stream I feel like I'm more of a, I was gonna say mess, and that's correct, but also just like an old woman. Uh, that's it. That's all my thoughts. Uh, I think I'm stupid today. I think today is a stupid day. Boom. Also, I got another camera that shows uh that shows a bit more. And hello. It kind of just looks like I'm in an office. It kind of looks like I'm at an office, like this is my job, which would be hilarious. Just, I imagine like a streamer, a, a Twitch gamer, like we learned that I am last week. I imagine a Twitch gamer just working at an office. That would be, hey, comedy people, get on that. How do I? Okay. Oh my God. I'm so good with technology, you guys. So, on top of all the stuff that I'm going to show you. I'm wearing heels again. Let's see if you can hear it. Yeah. So on top of the stuff that I'm gonna show you, uh, I also I watched a couple things lately. I watched the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared series, the new series. It's good. I recommend. Uh, if you don't live in the UK, you're gonna have to find your own ways to watch it. You know, we all do things sometimes, but if you get the chance to, I highly recommend it. What else? Uh, slowly, I finished the first episode of Our Flag Means Death, and it's a cute show. I have to watch more of it. The problem is that I only have access to it through the TV because my computer refuses to work with HBO Max. It just decided not to do that. And so I can only watch it on the TV. And if I'm gonna watch it on the TV, I'm gonna watch it with like sitting down for a nice little meal. Not just gonna, you know, uh sit down and watch TV. What else? Mm. Oh, I watched Ride the Cyclone, the musical. And okay, it's an interesting story. It's fun, it's funny, but I was expecting a bit more spectacle, you know, a little bit more flashing stuff. Yeah, okay. The way that I heard about it was I saw a post on Tumblr that was like talking about it, but it didn't say what it was talking about, so I had to do my own little research and found the musical. And here's the thing, Google is weird when you, well, I don't use Google, but looking up dead teenagers roller coaster musical, it's is a trip. It's a trip, you know. Don't know if I would recommend. So, uh, I watched that. I really liked that. I very much enjoyed. I enjoyed it, but like I said, I expected a bit more spectacle. Uh, but this is a very like broken down to this bare elements kind of show, and I can appreciate that. Oh, one of my favorite shows is actually, it's not a musical. It's Constellations. I watched it like years ago when I was in college. Oh yeah, the Ballad of Jane Doe goes way harder than any of the other songs. It's incredible. But to be fair, that is that character kind of makes the show. It would be an okay show either way, but that character kind of, it really pops. Also, the whole look for her, I wish I looked like that every day. Cursed doll, cursed doll is the look that I'm going for, just in general in life. Uh, yeah, no, it's funny because before I decided to watch it, I got recommended a bunch, no, not a bunch, but this video is like a compilation of like Ride the Cyclone being an an underappreciated masterpiece for X amount of minutes. And I was like, I don't know what this is. And then a couple of days later, I was like, oh, now I know what this is. I still didn't watch it. Sorry to that video. And even then, if I had watched it, I wouldn't bring it to you today because I only bring quality stuff to the table. Uh, I didn't talk enough about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's good. It's good. It's not as gory as the YouTube stuff, but I think it makes up first episode. Okay, so I watched Severance uh a little while ago, and what a great show. What a terrific show. And it's it's definitely worth watching. I cannot explain to you how good Severance is, but the first episode of uh, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, the series, really reminded me of Severance for some reason. And it was it was a it's a good show. It's a good show. I recommend it. All right, speaking of stuff that I recommend, let's get into watching some, well, not watching, but looking at some videos. All right. Let's Okay, first off, we got Rachel Maksy. Oh no, incorrect. We have Schaffrillas with a review of the new Pinocchio. And here's the thing. I didn't know. Okay, so I've been hearing about Guillermo del Toro working on a Pinocchio movie for years. And then the Pinocchio movie that I saw came out was the one. What is it? Okay. Uh, Pinocchio movie. I need to see the other one, the one that everyone was making fun of his voice, the Yasified Pinocchio. Is this it? Let's see if we can find the images. No, it's none of these. Anyway, the one that everyone was making fun of the voice, is this it? So I was like, exactly that one. And I thought, this can't be Guillermo del Toro, right? Like, that's not him. He wouldn't do this to me personally and to us generally. No, this is 1940s. Uh, I also can't believe that came out in 1940s. I watched that as a kid. I am going nowhere with this tangent. And okay, so he couldn't work on that one, and then this one came out, the Disney one, the remake, and I was like, he wouldn't do this to us either, right? he wouldn't do this to us either. Because everything that I've heard about this movie, first of all, I didn't just watch uh yeah, okay, Pinocchio, a true story. That's exactly what a bold claim. What a bold claim. You've seen all these other Pinocchio movies, they're all bullshit. This is the real story of Pinocchio. By the way, look at all these Pinocchios. Oh my god, there's so many. There's too many. You know what? You know what? There's too many Pinocchios. I make my I make my claim, too many Pinocchios. Anyway, so the general review is just it's such a lifeless movie. They changed things for no good reason. Also, now kids don't drink beer. I feel like, you know, sometimes you gotta scare the shit out of kids and make them see that if they drink beer, they're gonna turn into funky fucking donkeys. You know, it's okay. By the way, this is the shot that everyone's using for the reviews because it's just Pinocchio standing in front of a pile of shit. He looks weird too. Everyone looks weird, just a little bit off. They they look yeah, this is what everyone's using for their thumbnails and stuff. Everything looks so plasticky in a way that it didn't need to be. Anyway, uh let me give you the link. You know, if you want to see a review. Uh Next video. Okay. I was a little confused by the title, but then I remembered. Oh wow. So this movie, I need to find a good. Basically, it's a movie about a dog that needs a human woman to fall in love with him. This is a weird scene that has nothing to do with that plot. Okay, so let me send the link. Low budget stuff is always a treat because sometimes it's just it's a good premise that gets messed up because of the lack of funding and stuff like that. And sometimes the premise is a dog needs a human woman to fall in love with him. And I don't think that's the making of a good movie. I don't think it's controversial to say, wow, what made you decide to make this movie? And apparently there was also a drama with the composer where they didn't pay the composer the money that they had like that they were owed. So the movie has like no music. And it's a little chilling to think about. Well, that could be like artistic. That could be like naturalistic and it could be good. This looks like it was missing some music. Okay. Next video. Ooh, okay. This is the one that we first saw. And of course, it's It's the girl. It's uh the absolute mad genius of Rachel Maksy. Previous video was Danny Gonzalez. Uh, you know, he's a popular guy. You probably know about him. Okay, she made a mushroom hat, and I love, I'm full of love. And I specifically love fashion that is made incredibly not practically. This is this is nothing. You cannot wear this in everyday life. And that makes me love it even more. Look at this. She also decided to go with a brown mushroom. I don't know about mushrooms. I don't know enough about mushrooms. I'm sorry. It's the mushroom people, but I don't know enough about mushrooms. This mushroom. She decided to do this mushroom instead of the one that people usually do, which is the red one with the white dots, which is honestly my second thought when I think about mushrooms. First, I think of food, and then I think of that one. All right, it's terrific. Her process, here's the thing. She had a bunch of foam just lying around, and I don't think a lot of people have that much foam lying around. Okay, some videos are for you to watch and be like, oh, I could probably do that. This video is not for that. This video is for you to go, oh, she did that. That's pretty cool. All right, next video. All right. So I have taken to watching this Athena Piece videos because they are just breakdowns of kids' TV shows. She doesn't just do that, but her breakdowns of kids' TV shows are so good. And honestly, she her makeup is, I don't watch for that, but I appreciate it. It's a nice touch. I can respect that. So she's talking about Martha Speaks, and I remember watching that at some point, and I the wildest thing that happens that she talks about is that Martha starts speaking, and her human family owners, like the whole family that owns her, are like, hey, when will you shut up though? What? Your dog is talking. I don't, why are you asking for the dog to shut up? It's a dog. It's probably excited about things. I don't know. Let the dog be. Jesus Christ, people. Anyway, that is the wildest thing, yeah, you will hear about in this video. But the whole thing is very interesting still. Would recommend to, it's not that long. It's just 21 minutes. That's nothing. All right, next video. Okay. I switched the ooh for the okay now. So this is someone that I very much like. This is Ladyknightthebrave, and she did a video about Much Ado About Nothing, which I very much enjoy. It's I think it's a great play to kind of get into Shakespeare because it's funny, it's a little wild, and you know, there's a version with David Tennant and Catherine Tate that is very, this is very good. I cannot I cannot say how accurate it is to the original play, but I can tell you that it is both an adventure and a treat. It's a treat. I have a bunch of stuffed animals. I wish I could have them here with me. They're the council. That's what I call them because they weigh in on every decision I make. And one of them is named after Beatrice from which is one of the leads in Much Ado About Nothing. And this video in particular is very good. It it's an hour and 20 minutes. It's great to have on in the background, and it touches on uh, something that I didn't know much about, which is the anti-Semitism in Shakespeare stuff, which, you know, someone should have told the kids in school that, but they never do, and they never will. So it's nice to have videos like this, which kind of talk about that. And also, I she shows so many. Let's see. Yeah, she gives a list of all the different versions of Much Ado About Nothing that she used, and I would love to watch some of them. Ooh, ooh, that would be a fun month-long project. Just every couple of days, watch another version of Much Ado About Nothing. Ooh, that what a treat! What a pleasure! I should do that. Okay, did I put the link? Yeah. Okay. Next video. Ooh, okay. The ooh is back, huh? So, I remember watching this movie in theaters. This is Slenderman 2018, Misunderstanding 10 Years of the Internet, parentheses essay. And it's by Evan Santiago too. I don't know what happened to the first one. This is the second one. And, okay. So, I would not consider myself a big source of information about Slenderman stuff. That's just not me. I love it. Like I love when what the internet did with it. I think it's very cool, and uh, I think that the web series like Marble Hornets and Everyman Hybrid and all the others, the Slenderverse he calls it, did a terrific job of like expanding on something. He talks about it in the video how people just grabbed these idea of Slenderman and kind of ran with it and created a bunch of different things with it. And I think that's terrific. That's amazing. I love people being creative and I love people being unified by a single thing. So this is ideal. Uh, and then uh, he talks about how the Slenderman movie, first of all, came out 2018. Second of all, it just wasn't good as a movie or as a representation of whatever Slenderman means to people. And how, personally, I would feel like it's a bit of a betrayal of the the whole community that has been built around that. So, a good video, give it a watch. Oh, also, I remember watching this movie in theaters, and I had a moment where got scared, but it was not related to the movie. It was because I was in the US and some guy came into the movie theater with a duffel bag, and in the middle of the movie, he was like messing around with it, and I was like, this is it. Like, he's gonna pull out a gun and we're all done. Thank God that didn't happen, but still, scariest moment in the movie. The movie going experience. All right, next video. Okay. I wanted to say ooh again, but I didn't. So this is a little video called American Psycho, the musical that got chopped too soon. It is by Wait in the Wings, which is a channel that I very much enjoy. I love hearing about musical theater stuff. I think musical theater. Okay, I am a. I love storytelling. I love storytelling so much. I think that human beings, it's like storytelling is such a defining feature of humanity. Like, we're always telling stories, and it's such a human thing, and I love it so much. And musical theater is a mode of storytelling that requires so much engagement from the audience. Like, it requires you to understand that maybe, yeah, they're singing, but they're not necessarily singing in that moment in the show. And maybe, I don't know, someone starts talking directly to the audience, and you could understand, like, oh, yeah, that's just them thinking. I don't know. To me, that's one of the things that can kind of make musical theater a bit inaccessible to people, which sucks. I think that musical theater is for everyone. But I think that the, I don't know. I'm not saying that you have to, I don't know. I think that it's a medium that requires a certain level of engagement with the material. Like, that sometimes other mediums do not have. And I love hearing about musical theater stuff. He has videos on a bunch of stuff. But I really wanted to hear this story because I had heard about American Psycho being a musical, but I I still don't comprehend it. Like, I watched the whole video and it makes sense, but also insanity, pure insanity. And also with the whole resurgence of Patrick Bateman like people, sure, like, yeah, this makes sense. All right, next video. Okay, okay. So we got a terrific video by Amanda Todhunter, and it is uh, Avatar: The Last Airbender from Zuko's perspective. She did another video like this that was Stranger Things from Will's perspective, and that was hilarious. And this is equally as funny and as, you know, it's an interesting insight into the story to just think about the whole series from the point of view of Zuko. Because as much as he is a major player. I think for book one, he just shows up sometimes. And it's interesting to see how she kind of fills in the gaps for that. But it's terrific. It's once again a bit long, but it is good. So we like it. Oof, my throat has decided to be a bitch today. All right, next video. Okay. All right. So I love this is the history of Mega Man 2 World Records by summoningsalt. Um, they do a bunch of world record uh, history, like recap, both of the history of the world record and different like skips or glitches or stuff, or like the evolution of uh, a speed run. And this is a subject that is fascinating to learn about, but that I would never get involved with. This specific one, it's so interesting because there's several points in the video where you think, okay, and now the video's over. Like, no way are they gonna go faster than this. And then they do. It's a great watch. It's great to put in the background. And I think he talked to a couple of the speedrunners. Well, he usually does that. So he usually talks to people in the community or like the runners themselves about this the world records and stuff like that. So I think that it's a very interesting way of cataloging and preserving history of such a such a labor of love. I think that speed running is such a uh, like a I'm sorry, I get distracted. It's such a yeah, such a labor of love that I think that it's good that it can be preserved and presented in this way. I think that the work that Summoning Salt does is very good. All right. I am skipping a video. There was a video that is here, but I do not want to talk about it. It is not as interesting. Okay, this is a controversial video. I am here to bring you the tea. I'm here to bring you like week old tea. Uh, no, but just information about something that's happening on the internet. Well, where basically, this guy that has been okay. The video is My Indie Publishing Company by videogamedunkey, and as you can probably tell from the title alone, this guy, videogamedunkey, that has been reviewing and talking about video games for years, now decided to have a indie game video game company. And people are split. They don't know if this is going to be like amazing or it's going to be like a scam. Not necessarily a scam, but it's not going to be good. And specifically because in the video, he talks about like it's specifically for indie games, which indie game developers are so fucking vulnerable, dude. They're like, I don't know how to explain it. If people get abuse them all the time. So anyway, the publishing company is called Big Mode, and we'll see how that goes. I do like the logo though. I do like this frog. It's a good frog. I would love it. All right, next video. Okay, this is. I've been trying to find this movie for 10 years by Drew Gooden, where he talks about a movie that I feel like very much like the dog falling in love. No, no, no. The dog needing a human woman to fall in love with him. This movie needed someone to say, hey, maybe not. Maybe let's not do this. How about we don't? So they didn't. And now we have the movie that's either called uh, Daddy Can't Dance or White Men Can't Dance. There, yeah. And it's a messy movie. It's a messy movie. And the way that he found it is also a bit insane. Basically, what he and a friend used to do is that they would search for like low budget movies on Netflix and just watch the last 10 minutes, which sounds hilarious, I'm gonna be honest. But also, what the fuck are you doing? And I don't think that there's any other way to come across this movie. I don't think. Who else would have seen this movie? Ugh. By the way, my wine that I drink here comes in cans, and someone left an open can in the fridge, and that's what I'm drinking right now. And let me tell you, disgusting. Absolutely not worth it. Don't do it. It's bad. All right. So this is an insane movie. It's a fun video to watch. Would recommend. Next video. Ooh, okay. This one deserves the ooh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the long-awaited return of the cool boys. I am, of course, talking about uh the Death Tunnel of Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Ghost Files by Watcher. Oh my god, I was so excited. And you know what? Expectations were met. Expectations were met. So, they got they got so much evidence. Here's the thing. If you ask my honest opinion about whether ghosts are real or not, I think that I love stuff that makes the world a little bit weirder. That's why I love cryptids, and that's why I love ghosts. Can we know for sure that they exist? Absolutely not. I don't think that there's evidence enough in the world unless a ghost appeared on like TV and was like, "Hello, I'm a ghost." That and that's never gonna happen. You know how ghosts are with cameras. So I don't think there will ever be enough evidence in the world, but I still believe in them. And that's enough for me. Uh ooh. So, uh what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, this good shit right here. If you like them in BuzzFeed Unsolved, this is them, but with more budget and kind of they're having fun with it, and I love it. I appreciate it. All right, I think this is good shit. Uh, if you're only gonna watch one video out of everything that I'm talking about, watch that one. I'm okay. I'm nominating this one for video of the week. All right, next. Ooh, okay. So this is Jarvis Johnson with his video. The K-pop star is struggling. So, uh, she's actually a bunny girl. The ears are kind of toned down now, but you can still see them. Anyway, he talks about he's been talking about like virtual music makers, musicians lately, and I like I like knowing about what the fuck is going on. The interesting thing is that they always have so many like followers on TikTok, and I'm just like, I don't think that's I don't think that's organic. I don't. They're gonna like I don't know. I don't know. It just either a lot of people have well yeah, a lot of people have over 1 million followers on TikTok. Whatever. I don't trust this. I don't trust this at all. Next video. Okay. So this is Danny Gonzalez again. But this video is insane. This video is about the most dangerous movie. Okay. The title is The Insane Story of the Most Dangerous Movie Ever Made. And I don't think that there's a lot of well, there can be. I hear that I saw that there was a movie that people died making it, but this one had 72 people had to go to the hospital because of this movie. The movie is called Roar, and it's about a family living with uh, lions and tigers and whatever. And I think it's absolute insanity that this got made. And it's absolute insanity that this is the way that I'm finding out about it. I feel like they should teach you this in film school, being like, hey, whatever you do, don't be like this. Don't do this. Was a bad choice. This is a bad thing that they made. And is the movie good? Who knows? But it's definitely not worth the the 72 injuries. All right, next video. Okay. This may not be the video of the week, but it's possibly the 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 video topic of the week. This is Gilbert Garfield, the most disturbing ARG I've ever seen by Goose Boost. And let me tell you, it's the premise in and of itself, insanity. Basically, there's this person, uh, classic ARG setup. It's like this person is doing like a project where they have to recover tapes and whatever, blah, blah, blah. But what they're recovering is this supposedly animated stuff that is just Garfield with Gilbert Godfrey's face, and it's called Gilbert Garfield. And okay, this is how it looks. The plot, insane, and I think that very much worth a watch. I love finding out about stuff like this. I love finding out about absolutely insane shit that people are doing. And I cannot even explain this. How do I explain this? Like, at one point, he's a god. There's a lot of like Egyptian stuff. This is an alien. I think he eats the earth at some point. It's a good time. I recommend it. And you know, get into it. It's a new weird thing that people are doing. All right, next video. Okay, so it's always hard to talk about uh true crime stuff because there's always that. For me personally, what ekes me out about true crime is that it's very much uh I don't know how to say this kindly. It's very much pro cop. It's and you know, the police could be better. I'm just gonna phrase it that way. And policing could be better. And true crime usually falls into the trap of being like the police officers uh, say that this happened, and so that's definitely what happened, and we're never gonna question this. But sometimes you get stuff where, like this guy, I haven't even introduced the video. So this is The Strange Psychology of Russell Williams by Matt Orchard, Crime and Society. Uh, this is one of those channels that's like true crime that I can actually watch because it doesn't feel like it's glorifying the police at every second. And he usually deals with stuff that's already like case closed, this is done. Uh, but so for example, this guy, Russell Williams, uh, he did some terrible stuff. If you want to figure out, if you want to learn about it, watch the video. And but the thing is that he took pictures. I don't know if he recorded video, but he took pictures. And one of the things that you should learn is never do that. If you're going to commit a crime, do not take pictures of you committing the crime. I feel like that's rule number one. Rule number two is leave your phone at home. Anyway, absolutely insane. Next video. Ooh, okay. So we got the final part of Nightmine's 3 video series on the topic of the TikTok ARG 10 tapes. This video is called 10 Tapes Exit Part 3, Tape 7 to End. Very to the point, I like that. So, this is one of those ARGs that is, it's very well executed. I think I'm ignorant and always. That's me. But I think that it did a terrific job in what it was setting up to do. And it did it in a good timeline. Because that's also, that also fucking sucks. When something cool, when an unfiction project is cool, and then it disappears off the face of the earth for years. I wish that they didn't do that. But I know creating stuff is hard. It's just, you could have timed stuff better. I don't know. I'm gonna shut up. I haven't done that ever, so I don't know how hard it is. But that's my ignorant opinion. So, of course, this is part 3. You should catch part 1 and part 2. And before watching this, and I feel like it does a great job of tying up loose ends, which can be also a problem with ARGs and unfiction projects, that they just don't end in a satisfying way. But this one did, and I appreciate it. All right, next video. Ooh, all right. This is not best video of the week, but it is most informative video of the week. This is Brian David Gilbert with the video, A Terrible Guide to the Terrible Terminology of US Healthcare. Here's the thing. I've never been more happy to not be in the US anymore. Wow. This is 30 minutes of just him breaking down the basics of the terminology used in the healthcare system. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's a fun video. For people living outside the US, it's just a glimpse into the hell dimension. Fun video, we'll recommend. Next video. Okay. So this is channel usual, strange eons. And the video is getting my cat an annoying brother. And let me tell you, if you need a little video to pick you up after a shitty day, seeing these two insane, okay, both cats are one of those like hairless cats. Look at this gremlin. It's so cute. Anyway, if you want a little video to pick you up from time to time, this video of two cats being introduced to each other and just talking about what's like getting a new pet, it's terrific. It's great. She did something that I didn't technically agree with, but I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm keeping my mouth shut. Next video. Ooh, okay. We got another one from Schaffrillas Productions. And it is a comparison between the Moulin Rouge movie versus the musical. And I have seen the movie, I have not seen the musical. And he does it with colleague Does Things. And they do a good job of kind of breaking down the merits and the shortcomings of both versions. And I think that points were made from either side. I think that whichever one is your favorite is a good choice. But it's a fun little discussion of, things that each one does well, things that they could do better. That's always, I love looking at stuff and saying, ooh, this could be better. Let's see how we can make this better. Because things could always be better. All right, next video. Okay, this is by Nerdstalgic. This is why Universal's answer to the MCU was dead on arrival. They are, of course, speaking about the Dark Universe. So you know how I just said that I enjoy looking at things and being like, ooh, how could this be better? I remember going to the movie theater to watch The Mummy, like a chump, and coming out of it. I didn't expect it to be good, to be fair. And I remember coming out of that and being like, there's just no making this better. This was, there was no fixing this. This was a nightmare. And they kind of break down how The Mummy was actually part of like a couple other movies that were coming out at the same time, and how Universal kind of, if you remember that, like, they had like a photo shoot with a bunch of the people that they wanted to have in the universe. It's, I remember it. But yeah, no, it didn't go well. Go figure. But yeah, no, it's a fun little video about why that kind of sucked. Okay, this is an interesting video. I love lost media stuff. I love lost media stuff. I think that it's terrific, especially when they find it. This one is not found yet, but this video is by Misty Sparkles, and it's called the "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" pilot that's been lost for 3 years. And since there's been a resurgence of interest in Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared because of the TV series, which you should watch. You should watch it. It's good. So, uh, basically, it's a breakdown of what this pilot is, which was shown at Sundance several years ago, and I think was what was being used to shop around to different networks for the TV series, and how and why it's lost. Well, basically, this is one of those interesting things, because is it truly lost if it's just unavailable? Like, for sure, the makers of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, they have this. They just can't release it because they don't have the distribution rights, I'm pretty sure. And that's what they talk about in the video too. And I don't know. It's interesting. It's knowing exactly where something is, and that place is completely inaccessible. Yeah, no, but the pilot seems interesting. I would have loved to see that. All right, next video. Okay, so this is a video by Bro Deschanel. I don't know if this is a channel usual, but it's an esteemed creator of the channel, and it talks about, it's called Elvis 2022 and the Utter Mediocrity of Biopics. And it's a very, okay, it's a very good breakdown of the genre from the point of view of the Elvis biopic that just came out. And There's some interesting takes, but what I was left thinking about with this is how something like Rocket Man, which is highly fictionalized, like how that fits into the biopic and its limitations, kind of. Because I don't know if Rocket Man was good, but I enjoyed it. That should be a slogan. I don't know if it was good, but I liked it. All right. Yeah, no, it's an interesting look at that. And I think that, yeah, the biopic is a bit of an overused genre. And uh, I wish we could see something new and fresh with it. Alas. All right, next video. Okay, so this is Mr. Gigi. And he watched. Let me see if I. Yeah, okay. This is. I finally watched the worst horror movie of all time. Parentheses. The Bye Bye Man. Here's the thing. I think the worst horror movie of all time is a bit of a stretch. I have seen horror movies that should very bad. I have seen very bad things. But, it's a classic. It's a classic movie to riff on because it's called The Fucking Bye Bye Man. Who thought this was good? Who thought this was going to be good? But it's a fun little breakdown of a terrible movie and I enjoyed it. Definitely not video of the week material, but it's a fun time if you're into that kind of thing. Ooh, we got a classic. We got Swell Entertainment with her video called It's Not Good, Darling, which is a review of Don't Worry, Darling, the movie with the drama and Harry Styles. And here's the thing. Here's another example of she kind of breaks down the plot of like how it kind of develops and stuff like that. And I'm gonna be completely honest. Does it sound good? Not necessarily. Does it sound like something that I would like? Yeah. it sounds it sounds like a turn off your brain kind of movie, and I can enjoy a turn off your brain kind of movie. I think I think that movies should make you think, but sometimes you don't want to think anymore, and it's okay to turn off your brain. All right, next video. This I've said all I had to say. Next video. Ooh, okay. We got a classic movie with a classic channel member. No, it's a usual. One of the usuals. We got Mike with Scream. And it's so good. Like, here's the thing. Scream was such a big deal when it came out, and it still kind of is in the whole film thing. I was a film student. Okay, this was like a big deal, and I get why. I understand why. And but once again, Mike, it gives it his usual spice. It's a very enjoyable experience. Would recommend this video as just like a fun little time. You know, it's a little treat. Have fun with it. Ooh, okay. This is folding ideas with a new video. Here's the thing. Every time the folding ideas comes out with a new video, you know it's gonna be a banger. Like it's gonna be terrific. I think his last video was Line Goes Up about that whole like cryptocurrency and terrific. Highly recommend. Anything he does, great work. So, uh, this video is about entrepreneurs, which is con man plus entrepreneur, and it's good. It's great. He breaks down the Mickelson. I am bad with words. The Mickelson twins. I will get that right at some point. He breaks down their scam, their scheme, and then kind of just shows you how and why and when and how this is a scam and a scheme. So, highly recommend. I think it's good shit. Worth watching. It's once again a bit of a long one, but we love that because it means that you get a lot of information about this. And I love learning about con artists. All right, next video. Okay, so I'm not gonna show this video because I don't talk about this shit, but I had to talk about this shit. So y'all hear about the thing with the Try Guys? Here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. The thing about that is that it's both stupid, but also people are having kind of like a big reaction towards it. And basically, the thing that happened was that this guy that was part of the Try Guys called Ned, he was the the resident like wife guy. You know, the guy that's always like, my wife is amazing and I love her and she's terrific, blah blah blah. And then uh turns out that he uh was cheating on her with one of his employees. Now the Try Guys quickly fired him, and it's been a whole thing for a couple days. But no. And on top of that, people were making comparisons to that and what happened with John Mulaney, which he was very much a I love my wife kind of guy. And then, you know, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. So, I love that I'm having this conversation wait, with him right here. He's just standing there. Anyway, so people were making comparisons with the John Mulaney stuff. And here's the thing. I'm not saying you guys are wrong. I'm just saying I can tell that you guys don't know about Achievement Hunter. Oh my god, you don't know about that. Every time I think about this, I get even more mad. Because here's the thing. You know, I don't know whether John Mulaney cheated on his wife or not, but you know what? At least he's now in a relationship with a consenting adult. Uh, the net thing, yeah, it was his employee, and that's shitty. But at least it wasn't a fan. At least it wasn't several fans that he had an inappropriate sexual relationship with. Like, this is what happened in Achievement Hunter. Like, one of the guys, Ryan Haywood, it came out that he was also the resident wife guy, and it came out that not only was he cheating on his wife with several fans, it's possible that at least one of them was underage, and he was flying them out to have sex with them. Like, here's the thing. I I'm not saying, the John Mulaney Ned guys stuff is justifiable because this is even more vile. But oh my god, like you guys haven't even heard of this. You guys haven't even heard of this. Yeah, I'm not I'm not saying beware of wife guys. I'm just saying do not put your hopes and dreams in towards any celebrity. They're gonna disappoint you. People will disappoint you. That's that's the that's the moral of this story. People will disappoint you, and you kind of have to live with it. I got a little raw for a minute. I got a little serious for a second. But yeah, no. I'm gonna see if I can find a video that I think properly encapsulates the Ryan Haywood situation that I can show it next week to be like, yeah, that was bad. It's not as bad as it can get. It's not as bad as it can get. I need more drink. Let me. Let's hope I can open it with my gloves. Yeah, we got it. I used to be a big fan of Achievement Hunter. That's also why I'm so upset. That's also why I'm so upset. Like, I wouldn't be mad if I didn't care. Uh, all right. Next video, I guess. I need to. Okay, relax. It's fine. It's whatever. Ooh, okay. This is from Hats Off Entertainment, and it is the lost version of Mrs. Doubtfire. Uh, so the crux of this video is that there was supposedly I an NC-17 rated version of Mrs. Doubtfire, and you know this video kind of breaks it down in this like, no, not really, Robin Williams just got a little out there with his comedy from time to time. And so they could make like an R rated with like bad words and stuff, but it's not an NC-17. Anyway, it's a fun little video. If you like Miss Doubtfire, if you like Robin Williams, they show a lot of clips from like outtakes and stuff, which I think it's cute. I think it's nice. I love like bloopers and outtakes. Ooh, okay. Next video, we have my muse when it comes to makeup. uh, Izzy's with a video about Kill Switch, Haunted, Lost Media, or Hoax. And is a decently length video. It's 30 minutes. And it's about this video game that people were talking about that apparently after you played it, it deleted itself from its system and you can never play it again. And it was like very dark and gritty and blah blah blah. And I think uh, it's terrific. I love it when stuff spreads. Uh, oh, whoops. Whoopsie daisy. That's my other camera setup. Do you guys want to see? I have a 3 camera setup now. Okay. Okay. Hey! It's too much me. It's there and it's there and it's there. All right. I'm done playing with that. This. All right. I'm sorry, I get distracted. I'm a little bit stupid. It's fine. So, this is an exploration of whether this game actually existed and what it was like and who made it, which is always fascinating. It's always fascinating to know who makes the weird stuff, you know? We all hear about weird stuff, but who makes it? All right, next video. What is this? Ooh, okay. So, I am a fan of Junji Ito. I like his work. I think it's terrific. And I love when people look into the Junji Ito stuff. Oh, whoops. I love when people look into Junji Ito stuff and kind of analyze it. I love a good analysis. And this video was a little treat. It's from Sage's Reign, and it's the true monsters in Junji Ito's Tomie. And Tomie is one of those things. It's one of those things. It's one of those uh, stories that, you know, you can take it at face value, but its worth kind of comes from thinking about it. And I think they do a good job of kind of breaking down what the ideas in Tomie are and how they are presented and how they function. So, good video. This is the shorter one, and it's not that short. It's like 25 minutes. And I recommend it if you like Tomie, if you like Junji Ito. All right. Oh, all right. Next video. Ooh, okay. So this is a contender for video of the week. I know we have chosen it already, which is sad, but this would be another contender for video of the week. This is from FD Signifier, and it's called "It's Tough Loving Lauryn Hill," and he basically breaks down the uh, the kind of history of Lauryn Hill as an artist and kind of what she, I hate to say what she represents because people are just people, but I guess people represent things. Yeah, what she represents to the culture, and uh, he kind of explains the title, how it's tough loving her as a fan. And what I like about this video is that it's not a takedown. It's a heartfelt, uh, I'm gonna say conversation from someone that truly like loves and appreciates her work and her art and kind of cares about her as a person. So if you want to learn about Lauryn Hill, this is a great video. Highly recommend. Ah, hmm, I'm trying to pick a video. Actually, let me. I don't want to keep them here if I'm not gonna talk about them. All right. This video is by Kid Leaves Stoop, and it's the most overused game graphic you never notice. And I had heard about this before. Basically, there is a texture that a bunch of video games use that is the cobblestone. And if you pay attention, you can find it basically everywhere. And it's just kind of where the texture came from and why is it used in so much stuff. And I think that's interesting. I think that's a fascinating thing to think about because, you know, video games. That's yeah. My brain is getting stupid. It's getting to the point of the night where I'm getting stupider. Uh, but yeah, no, it's a short little video, and it's an interesting watch. Uh, not just in terms of like video game stuff, but also just in terms of, you know, how do I explain it? Like how things are made. I think it's fascinating to see how things are made. All right, next video. Ooh, okay. So this is Jose, and this video is about Steven Crowder and creating phony controversy. And it's great because it doesn't just focus on how Steven Crowder is wrong, but on how he is part of a system made to misrepresent stuff. And I think that is very useful information to have, just if you're encountering people like this from time to time. Uh, highly recommend. Great watch. All right, next video. Top 10 types of water by CJDX. Okay. I love a tier list, and I love a slightly deranged tier list. This is top 10 types of water, and some things he's right. He lists water with ice pretty high up, and I can agree with that. I love some water with ice. I think that that is how water was meant to be drank. And I think the most controversial take he has is that the lowest tiered water ever is like porta potty water. And I'm just like, yeah, but I wouldn't have included that. All right, it's a good video. It's if you know C3DX, it has the same energy, and I like his energy. It's a good energy. All right, next video. Uh, so we have by Daniel Profeta. The new season of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is a work genius. This is just a video singing the praises of the new Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared TV series. Here's the thing. If you have not watched the series, watch the series. I'm talking to you directly. Watch this series. It's good. All right. So, and this is just singing its praises. So, if you have seen the series, yeah, you'll get it. And if you haven't seen the series, go see the series. All right. Next video. Ooh, this is a good one. This is by Jean Misali. I am mispronouncing that. But it's not on purpose, I swear. Oh, whoops. Uh, it's the 5 kinds of paradox. And I think he does a good job of breaking down what people call paradoxes and how just calling something a paradox is kind of limiting because there's different kinds of paradoxes and we should have a name for the different kinds of paradoxes. And so he creates a little organize a way to organize paradoxes, which I love organization. It's fun. And the video is fun too. Uh, let's see, is this? Yeah, okay. These are the 5 types of paradox, which is logical contradiction, normal impossible question, counterintuitive fact, math prank, or one guy getting very confused, writing it down and getting it published. So if you want to see a breakdown of what the hell do these things mean, I recommend the video. It's a fun time. All right. Next video is by Big Joel. Every Big Joel video is a delight. Highly recommend. But this one is just trash Disney remakes, where he goes down the list of the remakes that Disney has done and explains why most of them not good, pretty not good. But he talks about not just why they're not good, but why they are kind of like the death of art. Kind of, not really. It's a good video. I highly recommend it. It's a fun time. It's a little long, but it's a fun time. All right, next video. Ooh, we got Curtis Connor. And in this one, he's talking about something uh, with some level of research, which we love some research. We love when people do some research. And he's talking about furries and the ethics of cringe culture. And this is something that usual viewers will know about me. Furries, they're okay in my book. I am fine with furries. I got nothing against you guys. And he kind of breaks down uh, how and why furries are. And also, explains how cringe culture kind of feeds into it, and it's a mess. So yeah, it's a fun little video. Would recommend if you are the kind of person that just hates furries but can't really articulate why, or if it's just because they're weird. And it's just like, yeah, dude, people are weird. I don't know what you want. All right, next video. Ooh, all right. So this is from Avant Geek, and I love her stuff. She doesn't do many videos anymore, and I'm very sad about that. But she is basically just painting some paintings for her house. And they look so cute. Highly recommend us. Like, it's a short video. It's like less than 5 minutes. And you can watch someone make something cute and cool and interesting. So, highly recommend. Actually, this video, this particular video, is the one that you have to watch. There's a new tier of video. There's the video of the week, there's the theme of the week, and then there's the video you have to watch. And this is the video you have to watch. Because this video only has 102 views. And it deserves more than that because the art that she makes is very pretty. So, she does a bunch of cosplay stuff too. She did a realistic Sonic that is still the cutest thing I have ever seen. And this is the one video you have to watch. If you're watching me, you have to watch her. It's the law. All right. Next video. Ooh, okay. So this one is interesting. This is by Captain Christian, and it is about how a 10-year-old girl wrote Japan's most insane horror film. Now, I haven't seen this film, but it looks terrific. It looks very bizarre and very insane. And I love when stuff is bizarre and insane. I love that. Okay. And it's a short video, and you get to learn about a cool new movie. So, highly recommend. And last one. Ooh, okay. So this is another one of those things of like the ethics. What are the ethics? What is the morality behind this? So basically, this guy, he shows up at a place, and then he turns up dead, and no one can identify him. And it talks about whether, you know, he did a lot of things to not be identified. Is it morally correct to try to identify him in death? And I think that's a very interesting question. I love a good mystery, but I also love a good moral quandary. If someone was trying so hard to not be identified, is it morally correct to try to identify them in death? It's interesting. It's something to think about. So, and it's on the shorter side. It's not even 20 minutes long. So, if you're looking for a short little, let me think about that, that's the video for you. And this has been this week's videos that I have watched. If you have watched a cool video and you want me to see it, send it to me and I might watch it. Send it to me where? I have an email. I had to create an email. It's Oh, my dad is calling me for dinner. But yeah, if you have a video that you want me to watch, you can send it to my email, and I might watch it, and I might talk about it in not next week's, the week after that. Sharina, thank you so much for being here. Uh, you can send me to the usual place. You can send me a video to the usual place, and I will watch it. I watched the video of the corn kid, and it was so cute. It was very cute. Okay, every time I do this, no, there it still sees. Okay. Always, always. All right. Yeah, it was very cute. I also watched like the original, like without the. Yeah, you sent me the one without the editing. Very cute. Very much liked it. All right, and that's gonna be all for today. They're calling me to dinner, and I've had them waiting long enough. All right, I'll see you next week. Bye. Bye. Ooh, the camera really doesn't like that. Bye. Love you. Bye. 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 Bye.